Guys, we've got a problem. For the first time in One Punch Man history, Saitama is seriously angry.
What did he say?
You've got to understand that this is different from the time with Boros, Elder Centipede, and pretty much every other villain he has destroyed. That's because this time, Saitama has taken this fight personally. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, chapter 166 of One Punch Man was, do I even need to say it? Fire! It has deviated from the webcomic in such a brilliant manner that everyone's jaws have dropped to the floor reading it.
What happened to the original plot of the movie?
Well, that's a good question. Well, for one, an S-Class hero has potentially died, a certain someone that Saitama cares for quite a bit.
I have no idea who this is.
And then there's the fact that we see Blast for the first time in a fight, showing us his powers. And then on top of that, there's Cosmic Garou annihilating the S-Class heroes with ease. So let's begin with the start. The chapter kicks off with everyone suffering from severe cosmic radiation poisoning from Garou's gamma ray burst. This causes everybody's hair to begin falling out and them coughing up blood. Yes guys, this is quite literally the end of the world we are looking at. And I mean, we've always said it, Garou's fists are rated E for everyone. Garou then faces up to Bang, who senses the evil god within him, controlling him. This is then confirmed to be true by none other than Blast.
Oh my god! Okay, it's happening! Everybody stay calm!
That is right, the current #1 S-rank hero introduces himself, warning Garou that he is being controlled by God and that any attack Garou unleashes puts the entire planet in danger. He asks if this is what Garou really wants, which we know is not the case. Garou wants to be the absolute evil, but if there's no one to witness that absolute evil, then his goal's pretty much for nothing. Garou asks what exactly he's meant to do about that, to which Blast suggests that they should go to another dimension to sort things out because normal humans cannot tolerate the cosmic radiation emitted by Garou as they have no resistance to it like him and Blast. However, as we have said 1,000 times over by now, you're probably sick of me saying it, Garou still has some humanity within him. Blast realizes this and he catches on that Garou did not take God's full power, but even though that's the case, he is still a fiendish mutation that could have been much worse had he accepted the full extent of God's power. Moving on, Blast says how he hopes Garou will be reasonable and go to another dimension with him, but if not, it will result in a battle of supremacy between two beings who manipulate the reality of the cosmos to determine who is right and wrong. This is insane! We all kinda saw it coming, but to see it be confirmed so soon and like this is absolutely mind-blowing. Blast is a being like Cosmic Garou that has also gained the knowledge about the ways energy flows throughout the universe. Garou laughs this off and says how divine power ain't that bad at all, and just being around him resulting in death means that he is finally the symbol of fear. But just as Bang says, this is foolish. Garou wants to be the symbol of fear that unites the entire population of both humans and monsters by forcing them to come together against a single common enemy, that being Garou. Garou continues his rambling, stating that he is looking forward to seeing how the human race will change under constant fear, and that Garou is that miserable future as disaster level God. However, as I already mentioned, if there's nobody to unite, then it's all kind of for nothing. Garou won't be the symbol of fear, he'll just be the symbol of loneliness, which, funnily enough, parallels Saitama. Saitama feels loneliness, which he admitted to King in season 2 of the anime. When he was depressed, his ultimate power and limitless strength is what caused his sad existence. This is why Saitama calls Garou's dream immature and the easy way out. Bang tries to stop his former student, saying he will have to kill him first. Garou, however, begins to think about how absolute evil doesn't need anyone to understand it. Others will be miserable just by being around it, and that he should kill the old man right here, right now. He also knows that he will never see Tario again, but this has to be the case for his sake as well. Meanwhile, we see both Tario and the GOAT Manako collapse from radiation poisoning. But then, out of absolutely nowhere, Genos, and what's left of him, comes flying in and headbutts Garou at full speed. He says how he's not the only one resistant to the radiation, but it's no luck. Just like Vegeta, just like Konohamaru, just like Patry, Genos is in competition for the King of L's. And this is because he takes another one despite trying to do the right thing. So I guess he at least gets like some bounty points or something, I don't know. That being said, we have to ask the question, is Genos really dead? Personally, I'm gonna go with yes, but no. Genos is dead, everyone has radiation poisoning, the whole earth is about to explode. There's no coming back from this. The series has potentially diverged from the webcomic now to a degree that absolutely nobody saw coming. And thus we can present some plot devices that could happen to reverse what has happened. There's a few popular fan theories, one being Blast teleports everyone to a parallel universe, for example, or Blast teleports Saitama and Garou away from the Earth. However, everyone would still have radiation poisoning, so it doesn't solve that problem. Presumably everyone would still be dying. That being said though, this could still link back into the webcomic and explain some of the stuff that happens after the Monster Association arc, because following this is the Neo Heroes arc. The Neo Heroes are a new group formed to overtake the floundering Hero Association. The appearance of a new agency would appear much more necessary if the current S-class heroes have all been nerfed by this cosmic radiation. I mean, even Tatsumaki has been affected by all of this. And in the webcomic, we know that she still had some injuries that she was recovering from some time after this battle. And the events of chapter 166 of the manga only adds further depth to her injuries and the demand for new heroes. However, I think it's about time we have some fun with another theory of mine, okay? Now, don't ask me the science behind all this because I'm too tired, alright? I'm just an anime YouTuber. But I thought you had a degree in anime bullshit science, you fraud! Fine. Basically, just like in Superman the movie or Flash, Saitama will run so fast that he will rewind time. There. Happy now? More? Really? According to the theory of spatial relativity, nothing can travel faster than the speed of light. However, if something were to go above that speed, it would go backwards in time. Now, this is Saitama, the most OP broken hero there is and ever has been. If anyone is capable of turning the anime bullshit dial up to the next level, it's him. And maybe, who knows, this will lead to the chapter where Saitama is talking to Garou in the broken house and they have that little therapy session. Hey, but that's just a theory. A really crackpot theory at that as well. Meanwhile. However, Blast then uses his dimension cannon and saves him at the very last moment. The two begin to fight and, trust me, oh my god, this shit is it is crazy. No matter where Garou tries to move, he can't escape as Blast uses force transfer to keep teleporting Garou straight back to it. Blast hits him with a gravity knuckle punch straight to the face and sends Garou flying straight back into another one of Blast's portals, which only makes him appear just nicely on the end of Blast's fists yet again for another quick left-right good night. The onslaught of punches from Blast continues as he begins to close the portals, trapping Garou. However, in typical Garou fashion, he adapts to his enemy almost immediately and breaks out of Blast's prison, firing his own storm of punches copied straight from Saitama right back at the intergalactic hero. This time he combines both the nuclear fission power he has and Blast's gravity knuckles into one single attack. Now this is an absolutely insane feat for Blast, okay? Not only was he absolutely manhandling a god level threat in Cosmic Mode Garou, but he was even able to react quickly enough to redirect Garou's flurry of punches, which not only resemble Saitama's, but are also infused with nuclear energy and altered by gravity. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the final arc of One Punch Man well and truly now has been set up. It answers why Blast never appeared, because he was stopping this supposed god from unleashing his evil plans. Blast Blast has been traveling throughout multiple dimensions and planets to form a perfect team that creates peace. Now we're planning to upload a video in the near future detailing just how insanely strong Blast is. So if you do want to see that, then leave a like so that we know and ding that notification bell so that you don't miss out. Anyway, however, their bout is cut short by the gates bursting from the overload of energy. Blast says how if the fight carries on any longer, the entire planet will be killed and that he must prioritize transferring everyone to another dimension. Garou states how he understands why Blast has the title of S-Class Rank 1, but right now he's not even worth his attention. In order to win, Garou knows that he needs Saitama to get serious and use the peak of his power so that he can copy his moves, finally becoming the strongest in the world. Therefore, to bring out Saitama's full strength, Garou finishes the job on Jenos, striking straight through his torso, killing him on impact. But hey, don't be sad, this is anime balls deep. Here's a cool fact. The black rain that begins to fall from the aftermath of Garou's gamma ray burst, well, this phenomenon is known as rainout. It's the removal of radioactive particles from the atmosphere by rain, generating nuclear fallout. Rainout is tough to decontaminate since its rain clouds are typically produced by nuclear explosive particles. Black rain even fell in the aftermath of Nagasaki and Hiroshima. I've just realised that that's not the most light-hearted fact. I've probably not really helped the situation there, have I? Anyway, moving on. Saitama, in classic fashion, arrives late to the scene, but this time around, he can't save the day. Garou has caused complete chaos, as every single hero, every S-Class hero, and even his friends are dying, if not already dead. Usually, Saitama would be able to come in the nick of time and kill the enemy before everything turned out bad. For example, when saving King against Elder Centipede, or destroying Evil Ocean Water, and even events from Season 1 against Vaccine Man. Garou then throws Genos' energy core to Saitama, who is just standing there, emotionless as he looks at the body of not only his student, but the man he realises as a true friend. He remembers when Jenos told him that it's amazing that Saitama manages to be on time in every major event of the story, and that is what makes him an amazing hero in his eyes. Saitama then starts to self-reflect, whether or not he actually has a hero's intuition, because this time around, everything's worked out for the worst. He's a hero for fun, but this is no fun at all. In a weird way, this story arc for Saitama links to everything that has happened in the manga so far, and even in the webcomic. For example, in the comic, a My Mask has a conversation with Saitama to make him a superhero, in terms of becoming an image that people can ideally strive for. This is because a My Mask finds out Saitama's true strength. He mentions how Saitama could save so many people's lives with the program that he would create, but in typical Saitama fashion, he doesn't care. Even in the manga, with King's reliance on Saitama's power, it showcases how important he is when he doesn't realise it, until reality has hit him with Genos being dead. It's at this moment that Saitama realises that this is no longer a fight about property damage or fun, this is a fight to avenge his fallen comrades. Saitama clenches his fist in anger, but for the first time in One Punch Man history, Saitama genuinely loses it. He has snapped. He will show absolutely no mercy anymore to his opponents. This is unlike any other Saitama that we've seen before. Usually he doesn't even try, and even in Boris's case there was almost an element of respect sprinkled in there as Saitama actually had some fun. But this time, with Garou, it's game over. Saitama, in a state that we've never seen before, launches a fist full of revenge at Garou as the hero killer enters Saitama mode once again to match him. Now, there is absolutely no way Garou can survive this. There's not a chance. If Saitama's fist even scrapes him, then my man's dead. Saitama is about to show Garou and God what real absolute evil looks like. I mean, if we go back a few chapters, Saitama literally said how if he wanted to, he could destroy this entire planet. And Blast in chapter 166 confirms this statement, because as he witnesses the energy coming out from Saitama, he states that the earth will be shattered and all life will die. Therefore, Blast must transport them to another dimension, meaning in the next chapter we will witness this clash likely destroy an entire planet in another dimension. Now, for those of you that haven't lost faith in my ramblings somehow, go watch this video on God in One Punch Man, because it's like cool and that.